I'm Marilee Caruso. It's Tuesday, January 6th. Today, taking the Premier to court.
Wab is a toxic and dysfunctional leader.
Mark Wasyliw files a lawsuit against Wab Kinew and two other NDP MLAs. We'll tell you what led to the legal action. Also today, ongoing effects from a summer of wildfires. The impact those blazes will have on campers next summer. Plus,
what you're experiencing is really kind of, I would say, the epitome of inclusiveness.
Scoring a big win for inclusion. The new way to view hockey games at Dakota Community Center. Good afternoon. Thanks for joining us. A former member of the NDP party who now sits as an independent is taking the Premier and two MLAs to court. Mark Wasyliw says it's over alleged defamatory statements from around the time he was booted from caucus. He's accusing Wab Kinew, Billy Cross, and Ian Bushy of defamation and a conspiracy to defame him. The comments mostly had to do with Wasyliw's loose connection to the Peter Nygard case. It was revealed in 2024 Wasyliw's business partner was acting as Nygard's criminal defense lawyer, which the NDP used as justification to remove him from the party. In court filings, Wasyliw points to several comments made by the trio, which he says are defamatory, including one from Kinew, which reads, quote, "You can either be affiliated with the NDP or you can be affiliated with Peter Nygard, but you cannot do both." And another attributed to Cross, which reads, quote, "It's extremely hard to support a colleague who might benefit financially from representing a sexual predator." In his statement of claim, Wasyliw says the statements were reckless, false, and defamatory and have damaged his reputation in business. He's asking for an unspecified amount in damages, an apology and retraction, and court costs. The NDP isn't commenting on the matter. The allegations have not been tested in court, and none of the defendants have filed responses. It's also worth noting Kinew did later apologize to Wasyliw's colleague and to defense lawyers in general. The effects of last summer's devastating wildfires in Manitoba are still present and will impact recreational forest users this year. Monday, the province announced plans are being finalized for the restoration of Nopaming Provincial Park, while campgrounds at Bird and Beresford Lakes are expected to fully reopen for the 2026 summer season. Telabi Falls Campground is likely to partially reopen for the May long weekend, though the group use site and walk-in backcountry sites will remain closed. Back Black Lake will remain closed to nightly and seasonal camping, and backcountry canoe routes will also be closed for the most part. In the Whiteshell, plans for restoration of the Mantario Trail are being prepared. The province says due to the magnitude of the damage, Mantario will likely stay closed well into the summer. A Winnipeg harm reduction agency is warning a dangerously potent opioid has been detected for the first time. It looks like this, a simple white pill marked with TEC on one side. Street Connection says it believes it's Percocet, but testing determined it actually contained a substance called metanidazine. Now, according to the World Health Organization, the drug is more powerful than fentanyl and hydromorphone. It has no therapeutic purpose and is responsible for deaths in various parts of the world. Street Connection says this is the first time it's detected the substance. Brandon's Civic Services Complex is reopening this week, 2 years after a natural gas explosion rocked the building. In September of 2023, an explosion at 900 Richmond Avenue East sent a city employee to hospital and caused serious damage, requiring extensive repairs. In a release Monday, the city says the building will reopen to the public Thursday. However, some services still won't be available in person yet, as staff are transitioning back. The Civic Services Complex is home to departments such as risk management, Brandon Transit, and building maintenance. A local pilot project is making it easier for Winnipeg seniors to access nutritious and affordable food. It's called the Food Access Bus, and once a month it picks seniors up from the 55-plus apartment complexes in Old Kildonan and brings them to Freshco to shop for an hour. The program was launched in October and is designed to give older adults access to healthy food options. Old Kildonan City Councillor Devi Sharma says the program is breaking down transportation barriers and providing seniors with a fun outing at the same time.
fosters that independence that they're going out themselves with a group, and opposed to, a family member dropping off groceries. So there is that sense of independence that grows with folks that maybe rely on someone else to bring them groceries.
The pilot project is being offered in collaboration with Seven Oaks Resource Network and Gwen Sector Creative Living Center. It's set to run for 6 months. When people come out to Dakota Community Center to watch a hockey game, they want to see all of the action. But that wasn't always easy for those living with physical disabilities. It is, however, easy to do that today because 2 new accessible viewing platforms opened at the community center. Those new platforms ensure people who are unable to climb stairs can now safely enjoy ice sports at Dakota. The platforms have built-in seating and 4 designated spaces for people who use wheelchairs or walkers.
What you're standing on today and what you're experiencing is really kind of, I would say, the epitome of inclusiveness. These platforms, they're about belonging, they're about independence, they're about equal access to shared experiences, and really what it comes down to, again, I'll just repeat, they're about inclusiveness.
The total cost of the project was $185,000. The city contributed $100,000 from the community center renovation grant. All right, let's bring in Colleen Brady now and get a first look at our Skywatch evening forecast. How's it look outside right now, Colleen?
A little bit of light snow, just a dusting, if you will, both over Winnipeg and Brandon. So light, in fact, Marilee, it's not even picking up on the radar, and it won't be lasting long either. We will get some clearing overnight, and then as mild as temperatures have already been so far this week, they are set to soar tomorrow. I'll show you that coming up. The CTV Live Eye is brought to you by Bath Fitter, exclusive home of the PermaFit solution. In Winnipeg right now, with that light snow gently falling, it's -10 degrees. With the winds out of the south at 13 kilometers an hour, the wind chill feels like -16. The pressure's dropping and the humidity pretty high. It's at 92%. Out in traffic on this Tuesday afternoon, traffic in all directions at Confusion Corner, but moving well there. Not so much Abinogi-Mekina eastbound at St. Mary's Road. There's a stalled transit bus in one of the eastbound middle lanes. Expect delays for eastbound Abinogi-Mekina.
It was a disaster.
Investigating an unusual break-in. How a curious George got into some monkey business at a pawn shop.
Get Winnipeg's top stories, breaking news alerts, and watch live. Download the CTV News app.
Canadian oil companies had been hoping for a stock rebound today, but didn't get it. They got hit on Monday after the weekend capture of the Venezuelan leader. It raises concerns about a bigger supply of oil coming from that country under Washington's guidance, and that could compete or replace Canadian oil exports. Cenovus Energy, Athabasca Oil, and Canadian Natural Resources stocks were all down again today. Here are the closing numbers for the day. The Canadian dollar is down to 72.42. West Texas Intermediate down over $1 to 57.13. Western Canadian Select is up 51 cents to 44.44. And the TSX gained 188 points today for the second record close of the week. Those are your business headlines. I'm Marilla Fernandez.
Market Watch is brought to you by Manitoba Blue Cross. Group health plans for any size business.
A monkey on the loose caused quite a commotion inside a store that's used to a lot of noise. But as Ellis Rold shows you, the owner of the music pawn shop is now singing a different tune after being left with quite the mess to clean up.
A Morristown pawn shop runs a tight ship, but 24/7 security and plenty of surveillance cameras couldn't stop this break-in.
We come in the door about probably 8:20, and it was a disaster.
Trade Center owner Loretta Bryant showed up Sunday to a mess, but this wasn't your typical pawn shop problem, and the suspect wasn't looking for cash.
I went back and I said, "What is it?" And there was the little Chester, the little brown capuchin monkey sitting right in that door.
The furry culprit made his way in through a doggy door and past the pawn shop cats, all captured on surveillance video.
There was monkey messes everywhere.
It was a crime of opportunity and a little monkey business.
He really hated computer keyboards,
There was 3 computer keyboards just bashed. The keys were laying in the floor.
In a store full of instruments, it was a jam session no one signed up for.
There was bags of potato chips busted from our crackers. I watched him open a pack of crackers and eat some.
Even the best detectives have to wonder.
What are they thinking about? I don't know.
After 5 decades, something a pawn shop's never seen.
In my wildest dream, could not have dreamt that.
A smash and grab without the grab. But this hometown store is now back to normal.
It's just a great place to live.
Even with monkeys.
Even with monkeys, right.
We're really grateful that we are able to offer this sort of programming.
WAG After Dark, the new time you'll be able to drop by the art gallery and what you'll be able to do when you get there.
Have a news tip? When you see news happening, let CTV News Winnipeg know. Text your tips, pictures, and videos to 10400. That's 10400. Message and data rates may apply.
Spotlight, sponsored by the Casinos of Winnipeg, presenting Big Sugar.
Colleen Brady is back now for Spotlight. And Colleen, comedian Nikki Glaser has been on a career upswing recently. She hosted the Golden Globes last year and got a lot of praise for it.
She sure did, so much so she did such a great job. She's been invited back as the host for the show this Sunday. And after that, Marilee, she's going back on tour that will bring her here to Winnipeg.
I think some moms think that if you don't have kids, you're a selfish person. And I get that. I just don't feel like devoting my free time to something that could marry a DJ. I just think that's reckless.
It's called Nikki Glaser The Stunning Tour. The comedian will be performing in Winnipeg at Centennial Concert Hall on August 7th. Tickets go on sale Friday at 10 a.m. online at centennialconcerthall.com.
Well, it's always fun to drop by the Winnipeg Art Gallery, but you may want to target a specific day going forward.
That's right. Wednesdays at the WAG are about to get a weekend vibe. The Winnipeg Art Gallery is offering an after-hours experience and free admission to its galleries on Wednesday evenings. It's called WAG Wednesday Nights, and it will include music, tours, and creative pop-ups. And you'll get to do all this while avoiding weekend crowds. Officials at the Winnipeg Art Gallery say they heard from the community that they wanted to have more evening options.
We believe at the WAG, and there have been some studies out of the UK recently, that looking at art really boosts or enhances people's mental health. And so we're really grateful that we are able to offer this sort of programming midweek just to help, Winnipeggers get through the winter and, survive these long, cold, dark evenings.
The first WAG Wednesday Nights is this Wednesday. It will feature a performance by Begonia. Now, if you can't make it to this one, don't worry. The Winnipeg Art Gallery plans to hold these Wednesday events for years to come.
Sounds like fun.
Yeah.
Now to some good news for fans of Stranger Things.
Exciting news. The popular Netflix series is not quite finished, as it turns out.
Writing the last lines that these characters would ever say, it was really hard to do.
The series finale was broadcast on December 31st, but the streaming company has announced an upcoming documentary about the final season. Netflix says it follows the cast, creators, and crew as they worked on season 5. One Last Adventure, The Making of Stranger Things 5, will premiere next Monday.
Well, there is certainly no bad blood between Taylor Swift and Toronto.
None. The city says hosting her Eras tour for 6 shows was worth the cost. A report says Toronto spent $3.6 million during Swift's 2024 run in the city. Most of that money went to policing. But the report also says the concerts generated $152 million in spending in the city. Government revenue comes out to $40 million. The city says the Taylor Swift experience gives valuable information to host other big events like next year's World Cup.
Just after 2.5 weeks after its release, it looks like the Sydney Sweeney box office hit The Housemaid is getting a sequel.
That's
that didn't take long.
No, it sure didn't. Lionsgate announced today it will start production on The Housemaid's Secret later this year. The film will be based on the second in the best-selling trilogy of books.
Hi. Hi, Mrs. Winchester. Oh, please.
The Housemaid has been a hit at the holiday box office, grossing more than $75 million at the North American box office. It's made $133 million worldwide in just 17 days of release. The psychological thriller cost a modest $35 million to make. Lionsgate says director Paul Feig and Sydney Sweeney will be back for the sequel.
All right, I got time to read the books maybe before it comes out. Thanks, Colleen.
You're welcome. Your primetime lineup starts at 7 tonight with Will Trent. High Potential is at 8. Catch the Rookie at 9. Best Medicine wraps things up at 10. It's all right here tonight on CTV. A live look right now at McPhillip Street. Well, not a lot of traffic. Well, you can see in the distance there is traffic headed northbound. A lot of headlights heading toward southbound at the intersection there with Notre Dame. Narinawad, there was a collision. That was about half an hour ago. Light snow continues to fall. It's -10 in Winnipeg.
Women's clothing provided by R.W. & Company. Salon services provided by S&T Spa Salon.
We're not quite at the point where robots can make our dinners and clean the house, but it seems like we're getting a lot closer.
Now it's time to officially take Atlas out of the lab. So for the first time ever in public, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Atlas to the stage.
Hyundai is showing off its next generation Atlas humanoid robot at the Consumer Electronics Show in Las Vegas. Atlas has the ability to lift up to 110 pounds and can operate autonomously. It's currently designed to function in industrial environments. In fact, Hyundai plans to deploy the robots at its manufacturing plant in Georgia starting in 2028.
CTV Skywatch weather brought to you by South Beach Casino and Resort. Visit southbeachcasino.ca.
You know, passing off the housework sounds appealing, but yes, I don't know, that's creepy.
It's a little hard to adjust to, for sure.
Yeah, what if he starts getting mad at me for making a mess?
And then I don't know, it's a vicious cycle, isn't it?
Beware, people.
I don't know.
Beware.
The future is here. The truth? Well, it's here too. And I have to tell you the truth, the World Cup, Marilee, is this year. I need to get that off my chest.
Well, it's a new year, so we're probably going to make that mistake from time to time.
That's right. But nonetheless, Toronto World Cup actually across the Americas 2026. It is upon us.
It is.
The World Cup right around the corner. But first, a little bit of light snow. That is what's falling right now across much of southern Manitoba. So it's falling so lightly, it's not even picking up on the satellite radar, but it's falling in Brandon, in Portage, in Winnipeg, and next door in the Kenora area as well. Otherwise, you can see some light cloud. That cloud is going to break up to a certain extent overnight as temperatures rise overnight. In the north, cloudy right now in Thompson, over into Flin Flon, cloudy there too. Now, the southern half of the north will see temperatures also rise throughout the night, but areas furthest north will see temperatures drop down well into the -20s, along with a little bit of light snow skipping along, even lighter snow than what went through yesterday and last night across the north. Meanwhile, some clearing starts to happen overnight from west to east as we go throughout the night, revealing all kinds of sunshine and some very mild temperatures tomorrow. As I mentioned, temperatures will rise throughout the night, and then by the time we get to late in the afternoon, we're talking temperatures that will get very close to the freezing mark. Yeah, it's still early January in southern Manitoba, northwestern Ontario as well. Bright there, temperatures will be mild as well. Then we get into the overnight hours, still fairly clear, a little bit of cloud here and there, not much. Pretty benign weather over the next few days and very mild for this time of year. Still sunny as we get into Thursday. It won't be quite as warm, but still very mild for this time of year. For tonight for Winnipeg, -10 is where we're at right now. From here on in, the temperatures really should rise throughout the night, but not too much, to about -8 by tomorrow morning. Partly cloudy, winds out of the south at 20 kilometers an hour en route to a high of -2 degrees. For context, the normal high for this time of year is -13, so our overnight low isn't even going to come close to that. -5 in the sunshine on Thursday. If you like that, there's more where that came from. Friday, -6 degrees under a mix of sun and cloud. A bit of a drop off, but only relatively speaking. Saturday, again, -10 is still 3-4 degrees above normal for this time of year. Speaking of -4 is our temperature on Sunday, so we rebound nicely for the second half of the weekend. And then look at Monday, a forecast high of 0 under a mix of sun and clouds. So a nice mild streak continues over the next several days. We were talking about that rime ice last night. Here's another beautiful look. This is out at East Goose Lake. That's right outside of Roblin. That photo is from Kathy. She was at the picnic area out there. And here in Winnipeg, Hella was doing some skiing out at Kildonan Park and captured the rime ice on the beautiful trees there too. Send us your weather photos to Winnipeg Weather at ctv.ca.
The CTV Skywatch Pick of the Day is brought to you by the Manitoba Chiropractors Association. We've got your back.
Being in the hospital is never fun, and it's especially true if you're a kid, which is why the Children's Hospital Foundation of Manitoba is calling on artists to help brighten up the hospital.
So right here is our double doors, so you go through the first set of doors and it has to close.
The foundation plans to choose up to 20 artists to create nature-themed and child-friendly artwork for the cancer, blood disorder, and transplant wards. And it's good for timing for this project. The Children's Hospital is currently undergoing a huge renovation project as part of a broader revitalization campaign. Officials want to help the kids feel more at home in the space.
We want to engage artists in those communities that can, bring their creativity, bring their imagination to help through design improve the experience of the kids and the caregivers and the families during their challenging times.
Artists can learn more about the project by going to graffitigallery.com. And if you want to submit an idea, the deadline for applications is February 2nd. Definitely looks like it's time for a redo.
A nice refresh, sure.
Yeah.
New year.
Can't wait to see what they come up with.
Yeah, I'm sure it'll be great.
They spent a lot of time in those rooms, so definitely helps them along in their recovery. All right, that does it for us this hour, but don't go far. We're back at 6 with much more local news. Hope to see you then.